In this video, I go over a challenge where I ran a 5K for 30 days and I want to share with you my experience. So let's jump right into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Derek, and again, in this video we're talking about a 5K that I ran every day for the 30 days of April and what my end results were. So going into this challenge, there's some things I want to track and see throughout, and those were: 1, could I improve my overall time from my starting time to the last day? 2, would I lose any weight throughout the 30 days? Now note, in this I am still doing my regular resistance training, and this is going on top of that training schedule. So I was working out upper lower 4 days a week, as well as doing a 5K for 30 days every day. Also, would I end up having more energy throughout my days, or would I feel more tired as I went through the challenge? Did I feel sore after each day, or did it kind of dissipate after a few days or maybe a week? And is this sustainable for more than 30 days, or am I going to continue it after the challenge is over? Also, to track my progress throughout the 30 days, I was using my Fitbit Charge 3, which I'm wearing right now. You can see a review in the link in the description if you'd like to check it out. As well as using my Renpho digital body fat scale in order to check weight as well as body fat percentage. You can also check that link out in the description if you want to check out a review I've made on that scale. So here's a quick map of the run I actually did every single day. It does come out to about 3.12 miles. So when I'm running, as soon as I hit the 5K marker, it shows on my watch that I've ran a 5K, because you can actually set that on the Fitbit Charge 3, which is a really cool feature. So as soon as I reached 5K, it beeps and then you're done. Now it is using my phone's GPS, so there might be some wiggle room here and there of it being a little bit off, but for the most part, this is what I used every single time to test my distance running. Now again, the first day of the challenge is April 1st, 2019, and the last day will be April 30th, 2019. And let's jump into the results of what I got throughout those 30 days. So using the Renpho digital Bluetooth scale, I weighed myself on day 1 and I came in at 185.6 pounds. Also, my body fat percentage shows as 14.2%. And this might not be perfectly accurate, but it's what I'm going with. I'm using the same scale, so we're going to use that number and the same scale to see if that goes up or down from that number. And I set a personal goal for myself of running this 5K in 25 minutes or less. So let's see how my first run went, and then if I was able to improve from there. So my first run, I clocked in at a 28-minute, 9-second 5K, which to me actually is very slow to ones I've done in the past. This is an average pace of 9 minutes and 1 second per mile. So again, not very good for me. Back in the day, I was able to do it in about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So let's see if I can get closer to that time by the end of the 30 days. Jumping forward to the end of the 30 days, I ran the 5K in 23 minutes and 50 seconds. This is a pace of 7 minutes and 37 seconds. So let's see the overall improvement between those two. So my improvement over the 30 days was 4 minutes and 19 seconds, which to me is actually pretty impressive for 19 days. My pace also improved by 1 minute and 24 seconds. I expected to get maybe around 30 seconds faster, but a minute and 24 seconds is a very big improvement. I'm actually pretty happy with those results overall. Now, some interesting things here. I actually did end up gaining weight and body fat percentage. So looking at the numbers, I come in at 188.4 pounds and 14.5% body fat. This is a weight gain of 2.8 pounds and a body fat percentage increase of 0.3%. So looking at this, there's some reasons I'm going to go over in a minute on as to why, but I actually didn't get the results in terms of losing weight and body fat percentage that I wanted to achieve by doing a 30-day cardio 5K challenge. Now, one of my reasonings for gaining weight is that because I'm now burning more energy through the day, my hunger increases, or my leptin levels would probably increase, making me want to eat more food to make up for those calories burned. My body just wants to now gain more energy by consuming more, so I'm just eating more calories, which probably made me overconsume in some cases by doing this challenge. My other reasoning is that my body began to adapt to the 30 days. So instead of burning off the energy I normally would, it actually tried to store the energy in order to use it for those runs. Now, if I didn't do a run as heavy or something like that prior, and then I was also eating more food, that's probably why I was gaining more weight in the 30 days as my body tried to adapt to the change in my exercise routine. So looking at these stats after the 30 days, I actually wouldn't recommend this as a good weight loss. things. So if you're doing cardio every single day, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, cardio is, of course, great for overall health, especially with cardio and heart-based health. So you should have it in there, and it does help to supplement into your training program, but I wouldn't recommend it for every day. I'm going to do maybe 1 to 2 days max per week of lighter cardio. Probably nothing more than that. So let's jump into my overall experience over the 30 days and how I mentally felt each and every day before my run. So of course, going to day 1, I was pretty excited and doing it to see where I currently was. Pretty disappointed with the first run results, but overall it's kind of nice to jump into a challenge and see how I can improve myself within 30 days. During the first 3 to 4 days, I was pretty tight and sore, so my glutes or butt, my quads, and my calves felt like rocks. Especially my calves were the worst. They definitely felt like rocks, especially there's one big hill in the run I had to go up, and I felt like every time I was going to have to walk it, but I ran every single race all the way through, didn't have to walk at any of them, but there was sometimes going up that hill, my leg just felt like rocks, or my calves felt like rocks, and it was really tough to get to the top of that hill. About halfway through the challenge, I actually started to dread getting up and doing these runs. Again, I was doing these runs before doing any kind of work in the morning, so I'd do them around like 6 to 7 o'clock a.m. So it's pretty early in the morning, but I start to dread to do them. Unlike my normal workouts, I actually like to do them. These running sessions that early in the morning were actually really starting to get on my nerves about halfway through the challenge. It started to get so bad that nearing the end of the challenge, I actually started counting down the days until it was over, starting to know my wife saying, I can't wait till this challenge is actually done because I don't want to run anymore. So I've never been one to really like distance running like this. I know for some of you, maybe this isn't that far, but for the average person, a 5K is actually quite a lot, especially doing it every single day. So for me, I hate long distance cardio running. For me, again, this is long distance. So I don't recommend this. I don't mind biking and walking and stuff like that, but I really just don't like jogging for this amount of time. If I did anything, it'd probably be like quick sprinting for like 15-20 minutes and being done. But cardio sessions like this for me are just boring, monotonous, and I hate doing them overall. What's also upsetting is I did end up gaining weight and gaining body fat percentage. Now, I wouldn't have minded gaining weight if it was muscle weight, but I actually ended up gaining body fat percentage, so that's a big turn off for me ever doing something like this again, especially if it's an everyday thing. Some other things I did find is that nearing the end of my days, I actually got tired really quickly. So I usually can stay up pretty late, like to midnight playing games and stuff like that, but I actually found myself dozing off at around like 8 to 9 o'clock to playing games and watching TV without me doing anything. It was really kind of interesting. I just find myself, or catching myself really kind of like dozing off and waking up really quick, where I normally didn't do that before doing this challenge. I also think because I was doing this on top of my normal resistance training schedule, my body just felt continuously tired, especially as I got further into the challenge, which usually gets easier as you get in because your body starts to adapt. But I actually felt like I got more and more tired as I got into the 30 days. Now, I don't know if this would have continued if I kept doing this more than 30 days out, but in the challenge framework, I actually started feeling really tired, especially midway through, where it started getting worse. It could also be a mental thing, but it just started getting really annoying after some time. One really annoying thing that happened that's still hurting me even today is I did manage to pull something in the back of my heel, and even now when I flex it or do stretching for it, I can feel it. It feels like it kind of like pulling, like it almost like snap it. But when running, it didn't hurt at all. So it was something I did like probably during the run, or I just overstressed, maybe like a ligament in my heel or something like that, that is now being kind of just tugged and pulled a little bit. But it's in my right heel every time, and it's really annoying. And it's probably because my body's just not used to doing runs like that for so long. And then I just stepped out, did something wrong, and it tweaked it a little bit. So now I have to wait for that to heal as well. Luckily, it doesn't hurt when I'm walking around normally. It's really only when I'm stretching or doing something like squats where it kind of elongates my heel that I feel it. And the last one is that my running shoes, which weren't really in great condition to begin with, they had small holes, are pretty much completely ruined now. I am going to do a Spartan race coming up pretty soon, so I am going to buy new shoes and wear them so I can break them in before that run. But they are pretty much toast at this point. They have humongous holes in them, and the 30 days was not nice to those shoes at all. So some quick takeaway lessons from this to end this video. Number one is that I'm going to be reducing my cardio back down to 1 to 2 times a week, and it's mainly going to be walking and biking. I actually really enjoy biking quite a bit, so that's probably going to be the big part of it, but I also like listening to podcasts and just walking and learning. Now, I do kind of walk with a purpose, if you know what I mean, where I walk a little faster than normal. It's not like a jog speed or anything like that. It's something I can control. But I'm out there, I'm listening, actively listening to and learning while I'm walking around. But it's not like I'm just strolling, like taking a super slow walk somewhere. I'm actually walking with kind of a purpose to get around and back to my apartment. So with that, again, going back to about 1 to 2 days of either the walking or biking. Alright, and that is it for this video. So I hope you did like it, and if you did, please like and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. If you have any suggestions on challenges that you'd like to see me do within 30 days, please leave them below. I'm looking for many, many more. Right now, I'm actually doing the intermittent fasting one, which I'll post once that's complete in 30 days, so we'll check that out and see my results. Also, if you want to get my exact training program as well as a list of all of the equipment and things that I use to be in the shape I am today, head over to GamerBody.com. There you can opt into my email newsletter, and you'll be instantly taken to a webpage I created that has my entire program, as well as all of that information for you. Note, anything you do buy on there, I do get a small commission of, so that's really nice to help me make more videos like this and build GamerBody bigger and better than ever. So I hope you do go ahead and check it out. All the equipment on that page is what I'm personally using right now, so it does get updated as well for in the future if I do change things. So say if I change from the core dumbbells to like power blocks or something like that, I'll update on that page and you'll get a notification saying, hey, I made this change for you. And that's basically all I have. So again, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Be fit and game on.